everyone, today I'll be reviewing this new movie on Netflix. It's called Afterlife of the Party, starring Victoria Justice, Midori Francis, and this movie is directed by Stephen Herrick. So in this movie, if you have seen the trailer, by the way, that is the first half an hour for this movie, which is like, the Victoria Justice character, she basically dies. After her dying, she gets stuck in between, like, I don't know where it was. We have seen this kind of story, like in other shows, like in The Good Place. There was one show in between. So there is many story out there like that. That being said, I really thought this movie will be focusing on, because she was stuck there, because she has an unresolved issue with her mom and dad. This movie will focus on that. Instead, this movie spent a lot of its time with her picking out her outfit, which is, I don't get it. Why this movie focuses on that for so long? That being said, this movie first act is so slow, boring. I just sitting there, oh man, when this story gonna kick in? But unfortunately, it takes a long time. Especially in the third act, though, this movie does get a little bit interesting when you know more about her parents, because her dad, the way he raised her, and the mom, especially the mom story, which she does have a lot of unresolved, things with her. Especially her mom is so selfish. The reason she left her, I was like, oh man, that's so sad. This movie could have focused on that, her resolving all this issue, instead of we spend a lot of our time her picking out outfit. So I feel really sorry for this actress, Victoria Justice, because she was trying to do a good job in this movie. Unfortunately, the way her character was written is very shallow, and I was like, oh, is it more to her character? But unfortunately, this movie doesn't focus on that, which is like, which is kind of bothering me, because this movie couldn't have been really great, especially, your relationship with your parents, this kind of stuff, and also her relationship with the Midori Francis, which she was really good in this movie, by the way. The script she was giving, especially her relationship with Victoria Justice, her character, I was like, oh, really? This is how they are, like, the reason they're fighting each other is so silly. Because she likes partying, she doesn't like partying, and she start telling her, oh, you are my best friend, but you're not partying with me. And I'm like, really? Like, why they're friends, and if she is like that, you just, go along with it. Unfortunately, this movie has so many scenes with them fighting each other. After a point, I was really tired of it. I was like sitting there thinking, oh my god, I cannot take their fight anymore. It's too much bickering with each other. It's just ruining the movie for me. But there's a lot of scenes they're just fighting with each other. The reason for them to not get along was very silly. The only thing I will say, that story was very interesting, I guess. Do I wish this movie focused on her issues more? Yes, I do. But this movie, unfortunately, I don't know, what was this movie thinking? Focused on other unnecessary stuff. Especially she's dead. She doesn't need to care about all this thing. Although she was trying to help her best friend, Midori Francis character. But, because she is so different than her, and she tried to help her, but it doesn't work out. I must say, this movie was really, when I was watching it, I was like, I couldn't believe how bad this movie got so quickly front of my eyes. And I don't know if this director, if he done any editing for this movie, because the editing is so bad. I was like, oh, direction is of course bad. That means that Victoria Justice, she could have done better in some role. I guess the director probably just kept rolling the camera. Oh, do whatever you feel like. And she was just doing those things. Unfortunately, this movie didn't work for me. I don't recommend this movie. It was kind of wasting my time. And that was my thought on this movie. Didn't like it at all, because there is the other story out there better than this. This one, unfortunately, didn't do good job. Or should I say, justice the material. It could have been really good, but it wasn't. Anyway, that's my thought on this movie. Thank you so much for checking out this review. If you enjoyed my review, don't forget to check out my other review on Netflix movie. And if you enjoyed this, please subscribe and please take care.